Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Denise, but at this point you can probably call me a croissant because I am flaky AF and I really did try to post a video every single day this week, but I made the mistake of overestimating the time and energy I had available to edit videos while having other things to do like preparing orders and going to birthday dinners, which I'm not complaining about. I do want to thank those who wished me a happy birthday in previous videos. Julia, Jolene, Erica, Heather, Kayla, and Bree. Thank you so much. It made me so happy to read your comments. I will be doing a giveaway in this video, so stick around. So today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of September 11th. And I'm just going to flip back to the previous week, and that one has a plan with me that I will link in the card above. So in this video, I will be using a Little Miss Paperie September Little Mystery Box Kit, and I'm just going to flip through the pages right now. It is a very pretty fall theme. I'm in love with the colors, and the bottom washi has that really pretty plaid pattern. Since this was a mystery box kit, you can't purchase it anymore, but I will leave a link to another store that sells something similar. So the washi page has the main bottom washi strip, so I placed that down. And then it has a bunch of these really thin ones, so I'm layering that on top and then cutting off the excess. Afterwards, I move on to the first half of the spread. I use one of these small page flags to cover up the purple one at the top, and then in the Thankful Thoughts section, I put a full box with a quote, and this one says, "Be good to people for no reason," and I think that is a really wonderful quote, and people like myself should think about it more often and just do things from the goodness of our hearts. I like to section off my quote box from my habit tracker, so I take one of these skinny washi strips to do that. In the habit trackers, I wrote skincare, reading, and teeth, which is funny and kind of useless because I am memory planning this week, but I'll talk about that in a bit. I moved down the teeth habit tracker a little further to fit in the munchkin holding a tooth. Underneath that, I put a happy mail header and a 3-heart checklist to write down the mail that I was receiving that week. I really like the Little Miss Paperie ones because they fit perfectly in between the lines. Underneath that, I put a this week box and the full box weekly tracker, and then I move on to Monday. So, like I said, I am memory planning this week, which means there's no real functionality to it during the actual week. And I know every several months or so I flip-flop between plan as I go and memory planning, but I'm pretty sure it's going to stay like this for a while. So then the common question is, what's the point? Is it scrapbooking? How can you plan a week that already happened, etc., etc.? So at the end of the week, I record one long video, and I feel like there are several benefits. One, I get to remember and reflect on my week, which I think is very healthy. Two, I feel like some people watch Plan With Me to get inspirations on what to do with theirs. And three, I like to share my life in a way that's fun for me. If I didn't do YouTube, my spreads would look the same, but most likely I would be planning it as the week goes on, but because I make videos, I willingly forfeit the functionality of it, and I am totally fine with that. So because my videos are more casual and not instructional ones on how to plan your week, as long as you're here to enjoy the placement of stickers on a planner, you can call it whatever floats your boat. Memory planning, back planning, rewind planning, scrapbooking, whatever you want, it won't bother me. Alright, so that was a kind of long explanation that no one really asked for, but I just felt like explaining it in this video, and from now on I will probably type it up and put it in the info box. So what I've done so far on this spread, I placed down some Mandy Dreams glitter headers. At first I put down a teal color, but I don't know what I was thinking because that did not go at all. So I switched it up with a more appropriate berry colored one. So on Monday, I first put down that I was drinking milk tea for my caffeine in the morning, but I decided to first put down a half box that says never forget, and so I wrote that with my pen and my brush pen, which I left a link in the description box down below on where to get it because it was September 11, which it is a little bananas to me to realize that some kids don't know what happened that day, and I don't know, it's just like mind-blowing that I'm that old and it's such a significant piece in our history in my life that isn't in theirs, so it's kind of just something to think about. So I wrote that in a half box, and then I placed down a quarter box to write down the milk tea, and then I put one of the full boxes in the middle section, and now I'm realizing that I probably should have centered it better. I don't know why one part has more white space than the other, but maybe I'll adjust it off camera. I got Panera Bread for lunch that day, so I wrote that in one of the labels, and I also put a fork and knife sticker on top of that. And then to fill up some space, I used a really cute sandwich sticker from Happy Dia Stickers, which is one of my newly founded favorite shops. In the bottom section, I was really frustrated that day, so I'm going to write what it was, but it's regarding my work at school, and so I'm going to write it in later on, but I used a frustrated munchkin to note that. And so when I got home, I just watched some episodes of Once Upon a Time, and then I needed to print and cut some stickers, so I used one of the 3-heart checklists and one of my handwritten print and cut stickers to mark that. So on Tuesday morning, I started my day with some coffee, which has been a habit that I'm quite unhappy about. I've been drinking coffee every morning for like the past 3 weeks, and I usually never drink coffee. When I did in college, I only did it when there was like an exam that I had to definitely stay up to study for, but I rarely drank it. And now I'm drinking it every day, so I don't know what to do. Anyways, so I placed down one of the deco stickers and I layered on top the coffee cup that came in the kit. I went to a grocery store during lunchtime to pick up something to eat, so I put a grocery cart icon on top of a circle dot, and I also needed to drop off some orders, so I went to the post office, which was in the same shopping center, so I did the same thing and I layered an icon over a circle dot. Tuesday is payday from Etsy, so I used the phrase sticker to mark that with a large washi strip in the background. I also placed down a large laptop to indicate a busy day at work, and I layered on top a dead-eyed Maru the mini marshmallow from my shop to show how tired I was at the end of the day. After my usual nap when I get home, my friends and I went to a trivia night at this venue that has a bunch of food trucks, so that was really delicious and fun. So I placed down the glitter full box, and on top of that I wrote in this half box the name of the event, and we didn't win. There were 13 teams and we actually won the most average, so we were like team number 7, and that was great because we got a free pitcher of beer to get next time. So I layered on top the $ icon because we got a prize. And then I got some milk tea at one of the food trucks, and so I placed a doodle sticker with a fork and knife one next to it underneath the half box. Wednesday I put down a floral full box, and then I got a pumpkin spice latte, so I wrote that in the label, and I put a coffee cup from Sweet Fox Paperie. And on Wednesday I never like my handwriting when it's leaning on the coil, so I do my best to write it on the sticker beforehand, and that way my handwriting looks normal. I decorated the box with an emoji from the Coffee Monsters code that is in front of a laptop. And then next I started a small to-do list. I put a to-do header followed by a quarter box, and I wrote in that I need to stop by the post office, and I also used a mail envelope icon next to it. I used a 3-heart checklist and some of my handwritten stickers to mark the things I needed to do, such as editing videos and printing and cutting stickers. I watched the season finale of Once Upon a Time. I think it was season 6. That's what's available on Netflix. And so I wrote that in one of the TV labels. And then I wanted to mark my uploading for the YouTube video, so I wrote that in a star label. Brian and I washed some clothes that night, so I used the laundry day sticker on top of one of the purple half boxes. Alright, so moving on to the second half of the spread, I'm placing down the remaining glitter headers and date covers and date dots. But I'm just going to cut ahead and start with Thursday. To mark my morning coffee, I put one of the glitter flags, and another coffee cup from Sweet Fox Paperie down, and I wrote that I got some Starbucks. I had some empty space there that I didn't like, so I used one of the deco leaves to fill it up. I wanted to put a reminder that the building was shutting off the water that morning, so I wrote that in one of the quarter labels, and I put an alarm clock sticker on top. I had a bill due that day, so I used the dark purple bill due sticker. I had Chipotle and milk tea for lunch, so I wrote Chipotle in one of the quarter boxes with a fork and knife sticker. And then in a separate one, I wrote where we got milk tea, and I used a doodle sticker from my store. And then the little sad Maru sticker is because when I got home, I left my car, and then there was a bee that just wouldn't leave me, and I tried to not freak out because I knew that they are close to becoming extinct, and there's a very scary decrease in bee population, so I didn't want to kill it, but it just wouldn't leave me. So after trying to run around in circles and get it off naturally, I asked someone who was walking by if they could help me swipe the bee away, but I didn't think that they would kill it, but sadly they swiped it away and then killed it. So I was really sad because I felt like it was my friend. It just wanted to be close to me. I don't know, but I felt really bad. So I wrote that in my planner. And then the rest of Thursday night, I just printed and cutted stickers. So I just used some stickers from my store. I also marked at the bottom of Thursday that I finally paid off one of my credit card debts, which, I shouldn't be having any credit card debt, but college life, that just kind of happens. I didn't have a lot, so it was relieving to pay that off. So Friday was kind of uneventful, so I put the full box with the quote that says, "The trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let things go," at the top. And then I got another pumpkin spice latte because I really like them. I don't know. They're just very festive and sweet, and they make me happy. So I wrote that in a quarter box with another coffee cup from Sweet Fox Paperie. I had to stop by the post office, so I used the mail sticker icon to mark that. And then there was an event happening at the school that I work at, so I put a quarter box down and I would write that in after. I tried to work on some designs for my sticker store that night, so I used my brush pen to letter that in. And then Brian and I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which the first one is one of his favorite movies, so I'm surprised that we haven't watched the second one until now, but we did, and I really enjoyed it. And because it's officially the weekend, I always sleep in. So I use my brush pen to write that in one of the half boxes, and then I use a sloth sticker from Lily Pink Prints. For lunch, Brian and I got some poke, so I wrote that in one of the quarter boxes and layered on top a fork and knife sticker. We met up with one of Brian's college friends, which was really nice. And so after that, we went to Dolores Park, which is a really famous park in the city. And so I wrote that in another quarter box, and I just love all the quarter boxes that this kit comes with, and half boxes, but I mainly like the quarter ones. And then I put a heart icon on top. Brian's friend and I wanted some milk tea, so of course we got some and went to Wonderful Cafe this time, which is in the Sunset neighborhood, and I used another milk tea doodle sticker from my store. We spent the evening watching another Marvel movie. This time we watched Thor: The Dark World, which I've already seen, but Thor is my favorite Marvel character, and Brian has never seen that movie, so I definitely had to force him to watch it before the new one comes out in November, which I'm super excited about. So I wrote that in the movie marquee, and above that I put the date night sticker on top of a washi strip, which I am now looking at my planner, and it is super crooked, so I'm going to fix that, don't worry. So I totally goofed and forgot the weekend banner, so luckily I have the removable matte paper, so it was very easy to reposition everything to fit the banner at the top. So that is what I did, and then Brian and I did some shopping in Japantown, so I used the really pretty large page flag and I layered on top the "Let's Go Shopping" sticker. There was a sumo event happening in the center of Japantown, so I wrote that in one of the half boxes. We were hanging out with another one of Brian's college friends that day, so we got some lunch with them, and I wrote that in a quarter box, and I used another fork and knife icon. I also layered on top this ramen sticker from Plans with Finesse. The rest of the day, I can proudly say that we were pretty productive. There were a couple of stores that we've been meaning to stop by and get some things to organize the room or whatever. So we went to Muji, Goodwill, Michael's, and so I used a full-length heart checklist to write that down. And at the end of the night, I needed to fill up the gas tank in my car before going to work the next day. So I used a gas sticker from Macaroons & Co., which is a store that was closed, and I never mentioned it because it was closed, but she is going to be reopening in November, which I'm really excited about because she has some of my favorite sticker designs, so I really hope that they come back when she reopens. So that is it for this spread. I'm just flipping through the pages and you can see all the stickers that are left over that I'm probably going to be using in my hourly planner, which is another reason why I don't have a lot of work things in this planner. I just want to keep it confidential in my other one. So now it is the end of the video and here is the giveaway. So you have to be a subscriber and like this video, and also comment down below your favorite birthday gift that you have given someone else, and I will choose a winner at random on Sunday. The winner will have about a week to respond to me either on Instagram messaging or YouTube messaging. I think Instagram is easier, and they will get a $25 shop credit to my Etsy store. Alright, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me, and I will talk to you in my video tomorrow. Bye!